Hey guys, welcome to the Evan Show. Today I'm going to be showcasing some characters in a new game. Well, it's not really that new, but because it came out May 27th. I'm a little late to the game, but it is a amazing game. It is called H2O Mako Magic. It is an amazing game and I love it. And the game is based off of two shows. The first show is H2O Just Add Water, which is about mermaids. And then the other show is Mako Mermaids, which is it's kind of like the storyline after H2O Mermaids, which is amazing. And those two shows are really good. And today I'm going to be showcasing all of the free Half Mermaids that are in H2O Just Add Water. And that is Rikki, Cleo, Emma, and Bella. I do not own Charlotte because she is a Game Pass. But anyways, let me get started into the showcase. I'm starting off with Rikki, and my friend is Cleo. So let's get started. Her first keybind is H, which is Blood Boil. And now let me go to cinematic mode, which I like to call it, and if I press H, it will blood boil the target. Then it stops. Next keybind is U, which is lightning bolt. I just like going into cinematic, but it's really cool. So let me back up, and if I press U, it summons lightning. And my friend fell into the water. Ugh. My friend is going to turn into a mermaid because when you touch water, if you guys just heard that sound effect, yep, that was my friend turning into a mermaid. So when the characters touch water, they turn into their mermaid form. Look at my friend. That's so funny. Next is G, which is fire circle. And wherever your cursor is, will create a fire circle. So if my cursor is right here and I press G, it creates a fire circle, and my friend can't get out of it. Like, they can't get out of this fire circle. As you see, they're stuck in it until the fire circle disappears. Next keybind is E, which is evaporate, and this is where I need my friend Cleo. So if Cleo gets a water orb, if you guys can see, the blue water orb is right here. So if I press E, which is evaporate, it will get rid of it. So let me go to cinematic. I'll press E. And then it stops. And that is amazing. I love that. Next keybind is R, which is fire. So light your target on fire. And if they happen to the water, they can stop being on fire. And my friend just hopped into the water, and it still will turn them into a mermaid. It's gonna still turn them into a mermaid. That animation is so cool when they turn into a mermaid. Next keybind is Z, which is mass boil. So if I stand at the water, let me change my camera. I'm gonna go to cinematic because it's so cool. If I hold Z, I have to be closer to the water. Okay, so I'm gonna get closer view. So if I hold Z, it will boil the water. And if I am to jump into the water, I will also take damage. Oh, and when I also said E, which is evaporate, so if I go into the water myself, get out. So if I go into the water, you kind of have to wait 10 seconds because that's how long it takes. As you see, I turn into a mermaid. If I press E. No, if I press E, which is evaporate, I will turn into human form. So if I press E. Because evaporate will evaporate all the water, so she will turn back into human form, which is amazing. Next keybind is a water orb keybind, and I'm not going to go cinematic for this one. All Cleo does is she gets a water orb. Wait, where's the water orb? Are you kidding me? So you have to get a water orb. So I need my friend to get me a water orb. There we go. There's a water orb. And if I press Q, it's going to boil the water orb, and anyone who goes in it will take damage. As you see, it takes damage. And then it will go back to normal. That is it for Rikki's showcase. And I hope you guys like Rikki. And Rikki has some good combos. And now let's move on to Bella. Next is Bella. And Bella has the least abilities of all of the Half Mermaids. She has the least abilities. Yes, she does have the least abilities, because I see that Rikki has more abilities. But I think her and Cleo I think have like the same abilities. No, she does still have less. Okay, I'm wrong. I'm sorry. Anyways, let me just get into Bella's. So first, Bella's first keybind is Y, which is trap, and her power is jelly. So it'll trap the target into jelly. And I believe, okay, never mind. I thought they couldn't sprint, but they can. And if I press V, I can harden it. Oh, dang it. Okay, so if I do Y, trap, it will trap her in the jelly. And then if I do V, that will harden it. And if I press G, it will explode it. And it kind of knocked her off. So that was a pretty powerful hit, not gonna lie. And if you guys can't see, my friend is trying to run back. And they turn into a mermaid. Great! I kind of hate when that happens a little bit, because it kind of gets annoying. Now, if I go near the water, I hope it doesn't tell me how to go. Okay, I have to be closer to the water. So if I go to the water, I can make jelly pads. So if I press F, which is path, as you see, look, I jump on it and I won't fall into the water. Now, they do go away after a certain amount of time. So now if I go back up here, I need my friend to get me a water ball for this. Again. Like, a lot of these characters kind of depend on Cleo. Like, for a certain reason. Because, yeah. My friend needs to get this water orb. There we go. Here's a water orb. Her last keybind is X, which is jelly. So I'll press X. She turns it into some sort of jelly. And she can also V, harden it. And she can also G, explode it. That is it for Bella's showcase. I'm not the biggest fan, actually, of Bella's powers. I prefer the other three, or shall I say the other four. But Bella is an okay character. Okay, now let me move on to Emma. So now it is time for Emma. Emma has ice powers. So let me just get straight into it. First keybind is G, and I need my friend for this. So they can get me a water orb. As you see the water orb, so when I press G, it freezes it into a solid, and if I press the keybind X, which is shatter, I can break it, which shatters it, which is cool. Next keybind is R, which is ice trail. And she has an ice trail to walk on. But if anyone else tries to walk on it, they will take damage. As you see, my friend fell back because she tried to get on. See, it pushes them back, which is pretty crazy. And the next keybind is Q, which is snow healing, which will heal the target. Which is amazing. And then next keybind is Y, which is advanced freeze, which will freeze people. As you see, Cleo is kind of crystalled up, but if I press X, which is shatter, break her out of being iced. And if I do B, which is mass freeze, wherever my cursor is where a blast of ice will be. As you see, my cursor wasn't exactly on Cleo, but she was still near the blast, so she got blasted. And if I press X again, it will, she fell into the water, but it will, of course, shatter her. Will shatter her from being ice, which is good. It's a really good keybind. Now, let's move on to Cleo. Now is the final one, which is Cleo. And this is Cleo's morph. She looks amazing. And let me just get into her keybinds. Her first keybind is E, which is Gust. And you do have to hold E, but I decided I didn't want to hold E. Like, if I just tap E, and then I'll end. But if I was to keep holding E, it would keep going. Next keybind is F, which is Water Ball, which is so cool. You can do so many different things with the water ball. Like my friend is a mermaid, so my friend can actually they can freeze my ball. Look, they froze my water orb, but if I could throw it at them, didn't work. I'm gonna throw it at them, but it's fine. Next is C, which is a push. She doesn't push them physically. She uses her wind powers. The force of wind. This is another water keybind. So if I go near the water, but do not touch the water because I don't want to become a mermaid. I need my friend to come down here so I can attack them. So if I get a water tunnel, so if I go Q, press no. Okay, I gotta retry that because I didn't. I have to hold it. Most of these keybinds you have to hold. Your tentacle will attack your friend. Oh no, my friend fell into the water. So of course you're probably going to be turned into a mermaid. But it's fine because my friend also is playing a character where they can evaporate themselves. Next keybind is H, which is Siren Lore. So if I stand right here, if I go hold H, to me that always sounds amazing. If I come back from cinematic, Now her next is T aerokinesis, which she lifts the person up with air and moves them. As you see that. Lift them up as high as I want, and if I let go of T wherever my cursor is, it'll throw them. And it literally threw my friend. That was it for all of the free Half Mermaids showcase. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this because I enjoyed making it. And this is a reminder, like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching.